Alright folks, so bringing in, got the microscope on for this one. This is, what is this? This is a 2018 Philadelphia. And zooming in for the reverse side. Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you're at, whenever you're watching this video. Hey, thanks for joining in. Getting back to the basics here, I got 25 rolls of nickels. Love my nickels. They're my favorite denomination to hunt here. And just getting back, I got a half a box, 25 rolls. We're going to be hunting to see what we can find. I do have a question for you because I went to a couple different banks to get the 25 rolls just for a little variety here. And I noticed two of the banks are giving me rolls like this. And I don't normally see this. I either get customer wrapped or machine wrapped, bank wrapped rolls wrapped completely, or customer wrapped rolls. But both banks gave me the machine wrapped rolls, but then it's open on this side. They're not wrapped. It's, and I got a bunch of them like this. I mean, if I keep pulling them out, machine wrapped and then open. So I don't know if this is what your experience is. Is this a coin roll hunter trying to reuse these wraps, opening them up? Is this a bank going through for verification of what's in there? I'd be curious. You guys, make a comment below. What's your experience? What's your thoughts of having the wrappings like this, half opened? So back to the nickel hunt. I'm always looking for any kind of varieties, errors, looking for those 1960s and earlier. Most of my books, I actually need 1950 and earlier. It's definitely always looking for the war nickels, the silver. Those are the areas of the 40s that I'm missing. And just like that, get our occasional foreign finds, 1988 Canadian over here in my neck of the woods. That's very common to see. And that is what we'll be doing. So I'll be just thumbing through on these. I'll bring you back in when there is any finds. 1959, 58 or earlier. Get some nice old ones like this. Probably 64. Oops, 61. Close, but not in that realm. All right, 1923. So I'll bring you back in for any finds. All right, so here we are on roll number 4, and fan this out, and look at that second coin in. Not that you guys can see when it's not in focus here, but that second coin in 1952. So that's our first significant find, 1952. And so now the goal here is a D mint mark. A D mint mark is 30 million minted. So let's hope for a mint mark. And flip in 3, 2, 1. And no mint mark. So that is well rubbed. 1952. A find nonetheless. I did have earlier in a roll here, not a significant find. This is 1968, but this does have that S mint mark, so that's a 1968 San Francisco. Add that to my San Francisco collection. All right, roll number 4, bringing up our second find for the hunt. That is a 1958, much better condition than that 52, but 1958 Denver. Nice. 1958 Denver. Bring in for the next find. Well, this is a new one for me. I can honestly say this is a first. Comment below if you've had this happen to you before. Pulled off this next one, and that's a funny looking nickel. Panasonic 2032. I think we're a few too many years early for 2032. We got a little bit left. But yeah, interesting find. I've never found a battery before in a nickel roll. Bring in for the next one. All right, roll number 5 coming in 2 from the end gives us a 1940. We'll see this in 3, 2, 1 flip. No mint mark. Pretty well worn, but a 1940 nonetheless. First find for the 40s. Bring in for the next find. We actually found two in this roll. We have a 1953. There we go, 1953. I gotta work on my lighting system here, and that is Philadelphia. 1953 Philly. And then also in here, as I was thumbing through, I thought I saw in here, there it is. Is that 1953? Look at that. Two of them. They're both 1953. I thought one was 52. Those are both 1953, and they're both Philadelphia. So two 1953s found in this roll. I'm just going to double check and make sure that should be it. So I will bring you in for the next find. Alright folks, here we go on the very next roll, early in this roll, but we do have our next find from the 50s, relatively common one. We have ourselves a 1957, and mint mark is Denver. So we have 1957 Denver. Bring in for the next find. And here we are in the next roll with our next find from the 50s. This is a 1957, and pretty beat up there, especially around the edges, but the mint mark is no mint mark. So a 1957 Philadelphia. Bring in for the next find. Same roll, just a couple coins later. That one's coming up, 1958. So we are, I got to do my cheat sheet here, 1958 no mint mark. That's what I'm looking for. 1958 no mint mark would be a low mintage, and 3, 2, 1, flip. And we do have Denver mint mark over there. So 1958 Denver, bring in for the next find. I tell you, the 1950s are a popular decade for these rolls. This is a 1953, and 3, 2, 1, no mint mark. So 1953 Philadelphia. Bring you in for the next find. And we have one from the 40s, barely the 40, I shouldn't say barely, it is the 1940. A little dirty, really can't see that too well. Come on, focus. 1940 common year, and it is a Philadelphia. So 1940 Philly. Bring you in for the next find. And here we are, next roll, 1958. So let's see here, 58, no mint mark, no mint mark, no mint mark with me, no mint mark, no mint mark, and flip, and Denver mint mark. That 1958 Philly is the key date. So 1958 Denver, bring you back in for the next find. All right, folks, we're back several rolls later here, and we are looking at a 1946. Let's see if there's a mint mark on the back here. 3, 2, 1. And that is no mint mark. So 1946 Philadelphia. Bring you in for the next find. All right, folks, so bringing in, got the microscope on for this one. This is, what is this? This is a 2018 Philadelphia. And zooming in for the reverse side, off to the side, there we have it. We have a cut error. So 2018 on the side here is known for having these. I've found quite a few of them. Just play at the angle here a little bit to show that it is, in fact, not dirt, but a little extra material stamped in, beginning of a die crack, I believe. But there we go. 2018 cud error. I'll bring you in for the next find. Alright, for those who have made it this far in the video, thank you for watching the whole video. For those who are just skipping ahead and jumping in for the final summary, this is a half box nickel roll hunt. So 25 rolls of nickels, multiple banks, but some good finds across the board. Very standard on there. I got 3 Canadians, 1983, 1988, and 2008, so nothing fancy on those, but something to go in our Canadian book. I do collect these for personal use, but I've got 3 1968, 1 1969, and 3 1970 all S mint marks. So San Francisco's 68, 69, and 70. I don't see many San Francisco's out here on the East Coast, so I just collect those anytime I see a San Francisco. For more significant finds, we do have two. There we go, two. One in a good condition, one mediocre condition here, 1940s, and both of those are Philadelphia mint. So 2 1940 Phillies, 1 1946 Philadelphia. So 3 finds from the 40s. The 50s brought us a 1952, well worn on the face, but nice toning and dirt around the words here. 1952 Philadelphia. We have 1, 2, 3 1953s. And again, some good conditions, not upgrades to my book. And 1, 2, 3 are all Philadelphia, so 1953 Phillies. We have 1, 2, 3 1957. Again, good condition. Some of them are a little more loved, and we have 2 Denver and 1 Philadelphia. So a nice spread there, 2 Denver, 1 Philadelphia, 1957s. And then we have 4 1958s, and one in really good condition. Get that up there. That one's in really good condition. But 1958, we have Denver, Philadelphia, Denver, Denver. So 3 Denvers. Again, even with some of that toning, that's still really good condition. Circulated, no steps on it, but good condition nonetheless. So those were our 1958s. Of the fun finds on there, we'll put this, I gotta pull up a quarter here just for sizing. Interesting to see a battery in there. So CR 2032s are just about, they're a little bit thicker than a nickel, and a little bit smaller diameter, but pretty darn close. But that's the first time I've found a battery in my nickel rolls. And then the best find of these 25 rolls is the 2018 Philadelphia. Pull on our microscope for that one, and that is the Philadelphia with the cud error on the Monticello. So there we go, guys. Thank you for joining in this half box nickel coin roll hunt. If you enjoyed this video, please make those comments below, click that thumbs up, and subscribe to this channel. Always looking for more comments that can improve the quality, improve the design of the video, so feel free. Feedback is a gift, and I appreciate any and all feedback you can. Until the next time, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day, and happy hunting.